Hello, Americans. Other friends, subscribers around the world. Back again, man. Little porch time this morning. We're slow and easy under this this quarantine. Let's see. I gotta see what time it is, cause oh crap, man! It started. No, I've missed it. That's fantastic. Got our governor coming on at 11, and it's 11:09. I've missed the beginning of it. That's great.
Intersect with that decision in
I was supposed to be on that, man.
Clark, there's nothing specifically in this order that I'm
Well, I guess it is it.
assign
I'll
in
be back.
conjunction with.
All right, man. So now I'm back. Lost my cup of coffee in there. Probably had enough dang coffee, but yeah, I was waiting for the governor's speech or update or whatever, because our hermit order or stay-at-home order ends at midnight tonight. So so he was addressing the state to see if it's keeping us under one, and ended up 10 minutes late. But texted my mom, she told me, but then watched some of it, and it's so hard, everybody doing it. I don't know if how much anything you've watched, but anything that's going on, even the news and stuff, everybody's doing it, because it's a stay-at-home order, and they're doing it from home, and some of them is using a camera like mine here, or using their one on their computer, or their laptops, or their phones, and man, when you're watching it, the volume and stuff is like this, because this guy's got a better video camera or whatever the heck he's using than this guy that's using his phone, that this guy's got a better one on his phone. Yeah, and it's just like, and that's how it was. They were having a lot of technical difficulties in the questions that people were asking the governor and stuff. And as it turns out, it's pretty much staying the same under the hermit order or the stay-at-home order until the 30th of this month. I think that I think that's the right decision, and I ain't gonna get all political or nothing on that. We just haven't here in Idaho, man, because I read and pay attention to a lot of the stuff, which is so hard to know what to believe and what not to believe. And yes, I've checked out some of the conspiracy theory things and stuff. We ain't even gonna go there and all that. I really don't need any of your dumb comments in my thing below, because I really don't care what this is my show, man. It's what I think. But anyway, we're not even to the point. We haven't even hit the peak here in Idaho. I don't think that the peak of being tested, man, because the testing here in Idaho has been minimal compared to the population, especially with as many people that are here now. And did just find out that a friend of ours went in for some surgery and ended up getting the coronavirus while she was in the hospital. So, but she's doing well. I did not. I just found that out this morning, actually. So take care of yourself, Chriselle. So, so anyway, so they're keeping us. We're still under the hermit order until the end of this month. Not a huge Brad Little fan, but man, I commend the governor for that, man. I think that's showing the leadership. I think it's the smartest and best thing to do. We don't even know what is going on with this thing, man. I'll tell you what, I did just watch yesterday, me and Miss Kitty watched a documentary on the 1918 epidemic, and that one had 3 stages. It came back, man, 2 other times. And that's what concerns me about this thing, man, because they don't know, they really don't know much about about this. Obviously, none of us, I don't care with your conspiracy or any of that, none of us know what it's going to do. You know, nobody knows if it was man-made or, everybody throws out their things, but nobody knows for sure. So it's scary times. And I think with it all going on, I just think that obviously the stay at home and the shutting down the stuff, and yes, it's going to devastate, our economy and everything like that. Does that stress me out? Absolutely, man. And everybody, losing. Dude, I've lost everything I've owned, man, 3 times. So, man, I get it. So, yeah, man, that's really all I got to say about that. This morning I thought I'd just do a little, we wanted to stay here. We actually had Sissy, our granddaughter, and she was in yesterday's video out picking the usnea. And yes, muskrat, we will do you can look back on our videos under the usnea and we show how we process it and stuff. But when we go to do this one, we'll show you. We actually have an old crock pot that we picked up at a yard sale or a junk shop that we use just for our usnea. And we'll show how we slow cook it down and all that stuff, and then turn it into the tincture. So we'll show that process again. But anyway, so we had Miss Kaylee Ann, Sissy, spent the night last night. She went to bed. She told us, "I'm tired." So she went to bed at 9 o'clock, and she woke up at 9. She slept for 12 hours. I couldn't believe it. Crazy. Must have wore that girl out yesterday. So anyway, we got to take her back. We're actually going to watch the other 2 grandkids today for a bit, while our kids can run down and get a few supplies and stuff like that. And then in the process of that, I have I know the UPS guy is going to be here sometime today, so I may hang out and work around here for a bit. I got a pallet and stuff that I haven't dropped stuff on when I'm not here, but Red's falling out. I'm gonna go back here. But I've got but it's supposed to rain, man. That's they're talking about rain today. So that I showed you that cloud at the beginning of this, man. It's bubbling over there. And then it's supposed to be 60 degrees or something. And then tomorrow, tomorrow, I'm not sure what we'll do tomorrow, but we got Kai. Kai's got a vet appointment on his lip, man. It ended up, man, he got a big old, that's not what he's going to vet for. Man, that ground squirrel, that rock chub, man, had a big old chunk. Man, I was messing with it. It wouldn't stop bleeding, man. We got here, man, he was dripping blood all over the floor. We put a collar on him, man. He did not like that. One of those funnel deals, man. Oh, dude, he did not like that at all. And then, we got all kinds of company. And then, so anyway, so that, that wasn't work. That didn't work. So, man, I took the cone thing off it, man. Then I got him and just messed around with it, man. Ended up getting the chunk of it. There was a chunk of meat like that of his inside of his lip. And I got it off and, cleaned him up a little bit. I'm getting ready to give him a bath here in a minute. And he's got blood just all over him. And he was bleeding like that old squirrel got... I don't know which one got the best because the squirrels make a lot of noise. I couldn't see what was going on, man. I was yelling for my dog, man, but they were... All I seen, Kai took off as soon as we got there, man. He goes barreling down the hill. Sorry about the wind. If you hear the wind blowing there, it's breezy, but barrels down the hill, man, and I see the rock chuck go running, and then I see Kai, and then I'm watching down there, and it was kind of off of this little draw or whatever, and man, all of a sudden I see the rock chuck go up in the air, and then I see Kai go up in the air, dude. It was like watching dang cartoons with all the craziness that was going on. And I'm yelling at Kai to get him back because the rock chuck's just screaming, man. And I want my dog Man, I love rock chucks and squirrels and chipmunks, man. So I'm calling my dog to get him back up there, and that's when he comes up all bloody. So I'm like, oh man, he tore it up. And then I looked at my dog. I'm like, oh man, the squirrel tore my dog up. It was crazy, dude. So, but anyway, he's all right now, man. It stopped bleeding finally after I got that chunk of meat. The chunk of meat was like holding the blood and stuff. So it was pretty dang gnarly, and he's doing good. He's been chasing balls all morning. So he's all good now. So there's my, what the heck is going on around here today? So, so we're going to go out with the kids. I'm going to wait for the UPS guy. Probably Kevin will take Ma and Ma and Kaylee Ann out to the kids, and then I'll probably join them after the UPS guy shows up, unless he shows up here hopefully soon. I'll probably screw around a little bit out there, might film some. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. Depending on the weather, we may run up to one of the, I've been promising TNT to take him up to that new dump, that rusty gold dump. And then his parents took him. They went up to the dump yesterday, and they told TNT, when they were headed up to the dump, they told TNT, oh, we're going up to the dump. So, man, they couldn't understand why he was so excited and everything. And they get up to the dump, and TNT's looking around, and he's all, I don't think this is Bumpa's dump. It stinks up here. So that was pretty funny. That's about all I got for you today, man. I don't, said just checking in. I'm glad that they're going to extend, not that I, want to be, obviously, none of us want to be going through any of this, but we definitely don't want it to come back around, and, especially not getting, taking it off when we're not even at the peak of it yet. So I think it's definitely the best and smartest thing to do right now. We got a lot of people that are not just locally, but all over, say, oh, it's taking away your constitutional rights and all that stuff. But, hey, man, you don't want to be losing any more people, so y'all take care of yourself out there, man. It is a scary, crazy world we live in, and be kind to one another and all that stuff. Be safe. Wear your masks. Stay away from humans as much as possible, which is nothing different for me. I always try to stay away from humans. And check out the links below. It's a great way to support the homestead. We appreciate that very much. The eBay store and everything. Still got a few packages in the mail today, so still selling some stuff. We haven't put anything on new. We were planning on doing that today, but like I said, Katie, Joe, and Tim wanted us to ask if we'd watch the kids, so we'll probably do that and maybe get some listing and stuff done on tomorrow. And then there's another, we're getting ready to go fishing. I'm going to do some more rock hounding and stay away from humans. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning, the propane tanks full. And good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. And it's down. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.